If you watch this video until the end, you will definitely pass your theory test on the first attempt. Today, we will go through 100 essential mock test questions, with the last 5 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Now, let's get started. Watch this 20 seconds video clip with focus. Question 1. As you approach the roundabout, there's a sign showing a single white bar on a green background. What does this sign tell you? Answer is D. The roundabout is 100 yards ahead. As you approach a roundabout or a junction, you'll often see signs displaying white bars. These are called countdown markers, and they tell you how far it is to the junction. Each bar represents 100 yards, so 3 white bars represent 300 yards, 2 white bars represent 200 yards, 1 white bar represents 100 yards. The background color will depend on what kind of road you're driving along. For example, it's blue for motorways and green for primary routes. Question 2. As you approach the roundabout, you want to change lanes. What routine should you follow? Answer is A. Mirrors, signal, maneuver. Before you change lanes, you should think about how your action will affect other drivers. Use your mirrors to check what's behind you, as well as keeping an eye on what's ahead of you. Give a signal to let other road users know the direction you intend to move in. And, when it's safe, you can change lanes. Question 3. You want to travel on the A61. Which lane should you use at the roundabout? Answer is B. Either the left lane or middle lane. As you approach a large or complex roundabout, you'll see a sign telling you the layout of the roundabout and route directions. Use this to choose the lane you need. If there are multiple lanes, there'll often be route numbers marked on the road to help you select the right lane. Get into the lane you need in plenty of time. Don't straddle lanes and avoid changing lanes at the last moment. Question 4. You are traveling on a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. No vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown. This is a regulatory sign with a red circle suggesting some sort of prohibition. The sign tells you that no vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown are allowed. Question 5. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Parking place for buses only, no time limit. This sign means that this is a parking place for buses only, no time limit. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. There are objects hanging from your interior mirror. Why could this be a hazard? Answer is A. Your view could be obstructed. Ensure that you can see clearly through the windscreen of your vehicle. Stickers or hanging objects could obstruct your view or draw your attention away from the road. Question 7. You're traveling along this road. How should you pass the cyclist? Answer is D. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Allow the cyclist plenty of room in case they wobble or swerve around a pothole or raised drain. Look well ahead before you start to overtake, because you'll need to cross the hazard line. Look for entrances where vehicles could be waiting to pull out. Question 8. What's the minimum time gap you should leave when following a vehicle on a wet road? Answer is A. 4 seconds. Water will reduce your tire's grip on the road. The safe separation gap of at least 2 seconds in dry conditions should be doubled to at least 4 seconds in wet weather. Question 9. When will your vehicle use more fuel? Answer is B. When its tires are underinflated. Check your tire pressures frequently, normally once a week. If they're lower than those recommended by the manufacturer, there will be more rolling resistance. The engine will have to work harder to overcome this, leading to increased fuel consumption. Question 10. What should you do if your vehicle pulls to one side when you use the brakes? Answer is D. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. The brakes on your vehicle must be effective and properly adjusted. If your vehicle pulls to one side when braking, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as you can. Question 11. You're carrying an 11-year-old child on the front seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters, 4 feet 5 inches, tall. What seat belt security must be in place? Answer is C. They must use a suitable child restraint. As the driver, it's your responsibility to make sure that children are secure and safe in your vehicle. Make yourself familiar with the rules. When children are carried on the back seat, there are a few very exceptional cases when an adult seat belt can be used instead of a correct child restraint. Question 12. You're following other vehicles in fog. You have your headlights on dipped beam. What else can you do to reduce the chances of being in a collision? Answer is B. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. When it's foggy, use your headlights on dipped beam. This will help you see and be seen by other road users. If visibility is seriously reduced, consider using front and rear fog lights if you have them. Keep to a sensible speed and don't follow the vehicle in front too closely. If the road is wet and slippery, you'll need to allow twice the normal stopping distance. Question 13. In which conditions will your overall stopping distance increase? Answer is A. In the rain. Extra care should be taken in wet weather. On wet roads, your stopping distance could be double that in dry conditions. Question 14. What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? Answer is C. The road will bend sharply to the left. This sign indicates that the road will bend sharply to the left. Slow down in plenty of time and select the correct gear before you start to turn. Braking hard and late, while also sharply changing direction, is likely to cause a skid. Question 15. What's the main hazard you should be aware of when following this cyclist? Answer is D. The cyclist may swerve into the road. When following a cyclist, be aware that they have to deal with the hazards around them. They may wobble or swerve to avoid a pothole in the road or see a potential hazard and change direction suddenly. Don't follow them too closely or rev your engine impatiently. Question 16. How can drinking alcohol affect your ability to drive or ride? Answer is B. Your ability to judge speed will be reduced. Alcohol will severely reduce your ability to drive or ride safely, and there are serious consequences if you're caught over the drink-drive limit. It's known that alcohol can affect your judgment, cause overconfidence, or reduce coordination and control. Question 17. What should you do if you want to turn left at a junction where pedestrians have started to cross? Answer is B. Give way to them. When you're turning into a side road, pedestrians who are crossing have priority. You should wait to allow them to finish crossing safely. Be patient if they're slow or unsteady. Don't try to rush them by sounding your horn, flashing your lights, revving your engine, or giving any other inappropriate signal. Question 18. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. A route for pedestrians and cyclists. This sign shows a shared route for pedestrians and cyclists. When it ends, the cyclists will be rejoining the main road. Question 19. Which is the most vulnerable road user? Answer is B. Motorcyclist. Pedestrians and riders on two wheels can be harder to see than other road users. Make sure you look for them, especially at junctions. Effective observation, coupled with appropriate action, can save lives. Question 20. You're approaching a roundabout. What should you do if there are horses being ridden in front of you? Answer is D. Give them plenty of room. Horse riders often keep to the outside of the roundabout even if they're turning right. Give them plenty of room and remember that they may have to cross lanes of traffic. Question 21. How should you react to inexperienced drivers? Answer is D. Be patient and prepare for them to react more slowly. Learners might not have confidence when they first start to drive. Allow them plenty of room and don't react adversely to their hesitation. We all learn from experience, but new drivers will have had less practice in dealing with all the situations that might occur. Question 22. You're driving past parked cars. What should you do if you see a bicycle wheel sticking out between the cars? Answer is C. Slow down and be prepared to stop for a cyclist. Scan the road as you drive. Try to anticipate hazards by being aware of the places where they're likely to occur. You'll then be able to react in good time. Question 23. What should you do when you're approaching a bus that's signaling to move away from a bus stop? Answer is D. Allow it to pull away, if it's safe to do so. Try to give way to buses if you can do so safely, especially when the driver signals to pull away from a bus stop. Look out for people getting off the bus or running to catch it, because they may cross the road without looking. Don't accelerate to get past the bus, and don't flash your lights, as this could mislead other road users. Question 24. Why should you switch off your rear fog lights when the fog has cleared? Answer is B. To prevent dazzling drivers behind. Don't forget to switch off your fog lights when the weather improves. You could be prosecuted for driving with them on in good visibility. The high intensity of rear fog lights can dazzle drivers behind and make your brake lights difficult to notice. Question 25. What will happen if you use rear fog lights in good conditions? Answer is D. They'll dazzle other drivers. Rear fog lights shine more brightly than normal rear lights, so that they show up in reduced visibility. When the visibility improves, you must switch them off. This stops them dazzling the driver behind. Question 26. You're driving on a motorway at night. Which lights should you have on if there are other vehicles just ahead of you? Answer is A. Dipped headlights. If you're driving behind other traffic on the motorway at night, use dipped headlights. Main beam headlights will dazzle the other drivers. Your headlight's dipped beam should fall short of the vehicle in front. Question 27. Why are vehicles fitted with rear fog lights? Answer is D. To make them more visible in thick fog. Rear fog lights make it easier to spot a vehicle ahead in foggy conditions. Avoid the temptation to use other vehicles' lights as a guide, as they may give you a false sense of security. Question 28. Your vehicle breaks down on a motorway and you need to call for help. Why might it be better to use an emergency roadside telephone rather than a mobile phone? Answer is D. It allows easy location by the emergency services. On a motorway, it's best to use a roadside emergency telephone so that the emergency services are able to find you easily. The location of the nearest telephone is shown by an arrow on marker posts at the edge of the hard shoulder. If you use a mobile, find out the number on the nearest marker post before you call. This number will let the operator know where you are and in which direction you're traveling. Question 29. You're towing a trailer along a 3-lane motorway. When may you use the right-hand lane? Answer is B. When there are lane closures. If you're towing a caravan or trailer, you mustn't use the right-hand lane of a motorway with 3 or more lanes except in certain specified circumstances, such as when lanes are closed. Question 30. When may you stop on a clearway? Answer is A. Never. Clearways are in place so that traffic can flow without the obstruction of parked vehicles. Just one parked vehicle can cause an obstruction for all other traffic. You mustn't stop where a clearway is in force, not even to pick up or set down passengers. Question 31. You're in a built-up area at night and the road is well lit. Why should you use dipped headlights? Answer is A. So that you can be easily seen by others. You may be difficult to see when you're traveling at night, even on a well-lit road. If you use dipped headlights rather than side lights, other road users should be able to see you more easily. Question 32. When must you stop your vehicle? Answer is D. If you're involved in an incident that causes damage or injury. You must stop your vehicle when signaled to do so by a police, DVSA, or traffic officer, a traffic warden, a school crossing patrol, a red traffic light. You must also stop if you're involved in an incident that causes damage or injury to any other person, vehicle, animal, or property. Question 33. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No entry. No entry signs are used in places such as one-way streets to prevent vehicles driving against the traffic. To ignore one would be dangerous, both for yourself and for other road users, as well as being against the law. Question 34. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Route for trams only. Avoid blocking tram routes. Trams are fixed on their route and can't maneuver around other vehicles or pedestrians. Modern trams travel quickly and are quiet, so you might not hear them approaching. Question 35. What's the purpose of triangular-shaped signs? Answer is A. To give warnings. Triangular signs warn you of hazards ahead. Make sure you look at each sign that you pass on the road, so that you don't miss any vital instructions or information. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. End of dual carriageway. Don't wait until the last moment before moving into the left-hand lane. Plan ahead and don't rely on other traffic letting you in. Question 37. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Side winds. A warning sign with a picture of a windsock indicates that there may be strong side winds. This sign is often found on exposed roads. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. End of motorway. When you leave the motorway, make sure that you check your speedometer. You may be going faster than you realize. Slow down and look for speed limit signs. Question 39. Which sign means you have priority over oncoming vehicles? Answer is C. Even though you have priority, be prepared to give way if other drivers don't. This will help to avoid congestion, confrontation, or even a collision. Question 40. What does this white arrow on the road mean? Answer is C. Return to your side of the road. The arrow indicates the direction in which to pass hatch markings or double white lines. If you're overtaking, you must return to the left-hand side of the road. Question 41. You're at an incident. What could you do to help an unconscious casualty? Answer is D. Check that they're breathing normally. If a casualty is unconscious, you need to check that they're breathing normally. Look for chest movements, look and listen for breathing, and feel for breath on your cheek. Question 42. You arrive at an incident. There's no danger from fire or further collisions, and the emergency services have been called. What's your first priority when attending to an unconscious motorcyclist? Answer is B. Check whether they're breathing normally. At the scene of an incident, always be aware of danger from further collisions or fire. The first priority when dealing with an unconscious person is to ensure they can breathe. This may involve clearing their airway if you can see an obstruction or if they're having difficulty breathing. Question 43. There's been a collision. A motorcyclist is lying injured and unconscious. Why should you only remove their helmet if it's essential? Answer is A. Removing it could make any injuries worse. When someone is injured, any movement that isn't absolutely necessary should be avoided, since it could make the injuries worse. Unless it's essential to remove a motorcyclist's helmet, it's generally safer to leave it in place. Question 44. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down in a tunnel? Answer is D. Switch on hazard warning lights, then go and call for help. A broken down vehicle in a tunnel can cause serious congestion and danger to other road users. If your vehicle breaks down, get help without delay. Switch on your hazard warning lights, then go to an emergency telephone to call for help. Question 45. When would you increase the pressure in your tires so that it's above the normal value? Answer is B. When carrying a heavy load. Check the vehicle handbook. This should give you guidance on the correct tire pressures for your vehicle and when you may need to adjust them. If you're carrying a heavy load, you may need to adjust the headlights as well. Most cars have a switch on the dashboard to do this. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Pedal cycles are prohibited. This sign tells you that riding pedal cycles is prohibited. Question 47. What does the following sign mean? Answer is B. Slippery road. This sign warns you that the road is slippery. Question 48. What does the following sign warn you about? Answer is A. Slow-moving vehicles. This sign warns you about slow-moving vehicles. Question 49. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is C. Traffic queues likely ahead. This warning sign tells you about likely queues ahead. Question 50. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is A. Pedestrians on road. This sign warns you of pedestrians on the road. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Watch this 20 seconds video clip with focus. Question 1. Why has the bus driver positioned the bus on the left? Answer is D. The bus needs extra room to get around the roundabout. A long vehicle at a roundabout may need to use the left-hand lane, even if it's signaling to go right. This is because it needs extra room to travel around a roundabout. For the same reason, it may also straddle lanes. Watch out for long vehicle signals and allow it plenty of room on a roundabout. Question 2. Why does the cyclist take the longer route around the roundabout? Answer is D. Cyclists may keep to the left for safety. Roundabouts can be dangerous places for cyclists. To stay safe, they may keep to the outside of a roundabout. They may cycle in the left lane, even if they intend to turn right. Watch out for a cyclist's arm signals, as they'll tell you the direction they intend to take. Always give cyclists plenty of room. Question 3. What do the yellow lines along the edge of the road mean? Answer is C. No waiting. A double yellow line at the edge of the road means no waiting at any time. This means that you can't wait or park. However, you may stop on double yellow lines to drop off or pick up people. You may also stop to load or unload, provided there are no loading restrictions. Question 4. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Start of a speed limit at the boundary of a town or village. This is a start of a speed limit sign. It is found at the boundary of a town or village. Question 5. What vehicles should park here to contact the signal operator? Answer is A. Large or slow vehicles. Drivers of large or slow vehicles should park near a level crossing while contacting the signal operator. Question 6. What should you do before slowing down or stopping your vehicle? Answer is D. Use the mirrors. Before slowing down or stopping, check the mirrors to see what's happening behind you. Also assess what's ahead and make sure you give the correct signal if it will help other road users. Question 7. You're following a large vehicle. Why should you stay a safe distance behind it? Answer is A. You'll give the driver a chance to see you in their mirrors. If you're following a large vehicle but are so close to it that you can't see its exterior mirrors, the driver won't be able to see you. Keeping well back will also allow you to see the road ahead by looking past the large vehicle. Question 8. You're driving along this road. What should you do if the red car cuts in close in front of you? Answer is B. Drop back to leave the correct separation distance. There are times when other drivers make incorrect or ill-judged decisions. Be tolerant and try not to retaliate or react aggressively. Always consider the safety of other road users, your passengers, and yourself. Question 9. How would underinflated tires affect your vehicle? Answer is C. The vehicle's stopping distance would increase. Your tires are your only contact with the road. To prevent problems with braking and steering, keep your tires free from defects. They must have sufficient tread depth and be correctly inflated. Correct tire pressures help reduce the risk of skidding and provide a safer and more comfortable drive or ride. Question 10. What makes the vehicle in the picture environmentally friendly? Answer is D. It's powered by electricity. Trams are powered by electricity and therefore don't emit exhaust fumes. They ease traffic congestion by offering drivers an alternative to using their car, particularly in busy cities and towns. Question 11. How will a roof rack affect your car? Answer is B. Fuel consumption will increase. A roof rack increases your car's wind resistance. This will cause an increase in fuel consumption, so you should remove it when it isn't being used. An aerodynamically designed roof rack or box will help reduce wind resistance to a minimum, but the rack or box should still be removed when it isn't in use. Question 12. Which driving technique can help you save fuel? Answer is B. Missing out some gears. Missing out intermediate gears, when appropriate, helps to reduce the amount of time spent accelerating and decelerating, the times when your vehicle uses the most fuel. Question 13. You're about to start a journey in freezing weather. What part of your vehicle should you clear of ice and snow? Answer is B. The windows. Driving in bad weather increases your risk of having a collision. If you absolutely have to travel, clear your lights, mirrors, number plates and windows of any snow or ice, so that you can see and be seen. Question 14. On what type of road surface may anti-lock brakes be ineffective? Answer is C. Loose. Poor contact with the road surface could cause one or more of the tires to lose grip on the road. This is more likely to happen when braking in poor weather conditions and when the road has a loose, slippery, or uneven surface. Question 15. What would suggest you're driving on an icy road? Answer is D. There's less tire noise. Drive extremely carefully when the roads are icy. When traveling on ice, tires make virtually no noise and the steering feels light and unresponsive. In icy conditions, Be very gentle when braking, accelerating, and steering. Question 16. You're driving towards this level crossing. What would be the first warning of an approaching train? Answer is A. A steady amber light. The steady amber light will be followed by twin flashing red lights that mean you must stop. An alarm will also sound to alert you to the fact that a train is approaching. Question 17. Why should you reduce your speed here? Answer is D. A staggered junction is ahead. Traffic could be turning off or pulling out ahead of you, to the left or right. Vehicles turning left will be slowing down before the junction, and any vehicles turning right may have to stop to allow oncoming traffic to clear. Be prepared for this, as you might have to slow down or stop behind them. Question 18. What should you do about driving if you've been taking medicine that causes drowsiness? Answer is A. Avoid driving and check with your doctor. You aren't fit to drive if you're taking medicine that makes you drowsy. Check with your doctor if you're unsure. You mustn't put other road users, your passengers, or yourself at risk. Question 19. You've been involved in an argument that's made you feel angry. What should you do before starting your journey? Answer is D. Calm down. If you're feeling upset or angry, you'll find it much more difficult to concentrate on your driving. You should wait until you've calmed down before starting a journey. Question 20. As you approach a pelican crossing, the lights change to green. What should you do if older people are still crossing? Answer is B. Wait patiently while they cross. If the lights turn to green, wait for any pedestrians to clear the crossing. Allow them to finish crossing the road in their own time, and don't try to hurry them by revving your engine. Question 21. You're following two cyclists as they approach a roundabout in the left-hand lane. Where would you expect the cyclists to go? Answer is C. Any direction. Cyclists approaching a roundabout in the left-hand lane may be turning right but may not have been able to get into the correct lane due to heavy traffic. They may also feel safer keeping to the left all the way around the roundabout. Be aware of them and give them plenty of room. Question 22. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Cycle route ahead. More people are cycling today, and cycle routes are being extended in our towns and cities to provide safe cycling routes. Respect the presence of cyclists on the road and give them plenty of room if you need to pass. Question 23. You're driving at night. What should you do if you're dazzled by a vehicle behind you? Answer is D. Set your mirror to the anti-dazzle position. The interior mirror of most vehicles can be set to an anti-dazzle position. You'll still be able to see the lights of the traffic behind you, but the dazzle will be greatly reduced. Question 24. What's the reason for traffic calming measures? Answer is C. To slow traffic down. Traffic calming measures make the roads safer for vulnerable road users, such as cyclists, pedestrians, and children. These can be designed as chicanes, road humps, or other obstacles that encourage drivers and riders to slow down. Question 25. What should you do immediately after joining a motorway? Answer is B. Stay in the left-hand lane. When you've just joined a motorway, stay in the left-hand lane long enough to get used to the higher speeds of motorway traffic before considering overtaking. Question 26. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. End of minimum speed. The red slash through the sign indicates that the restriction has ended. In this case, the restriction was a minimum speed limit of 30 miles per hour. Question 27. You're approaching a busy junction. What should you do when, at the last moment, you realize you're in the wrong lane? Answer is A. Continue in that lane. There are times when road markings are obscured by queuing traffic, or you're unsure which lane to use. If, at the last moment, you find you're in the wrong lane, don't cut across or bully other drivers to let you in. Follow the lane you're in and find somewhere safe to turn around and rejoin your route. Question 28. You're turning right at a crossroads. An oncoming driver is also turning right. What's the advantage of turning behind the oncoming vehicle? Answer is A. You'll have a clearer view of any approaching traffic. When turning right at a crossroads where oncoming traffic is also turning right, it's generally safer to turn behind the approaching vehicle. This allows you a clear view of approaching traffic and is called turning offside to offside. However, some junctions, usually controlled by traffic light filters, are marked for vehicles to turn near side to near side. Question 29. A single carriageway road has this sign. What's the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? Answer is D. 50 miles per hour. When you're towing a trailer, a reduced speed limit also applies on dual carriageways and motorways. These lower speed limits apply to vehicles pulling all sorts of trailers, including caravans and horse boxes. Question 30. What shape are traffic signs giving orders? Answer is D. Road signs in the shape of a circle give orders. Those with a red circle are mostly prohibitive. The stop sign is octagonal to give it greater prominence. Signs giving orders must always be obeyed. Question 31. Which type of sign tells you what you must not do? Answer is B. Signs in the shape of a circle give orders. A sign with a red circle means that you aren't allowed to do something. Study Know Your Traffic signs to ensure that you understand what the different traffic signs mean. Question 32. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Maximum speed limit with traffic calming. If you're in a place where there are likely to be pedestrians, for example, outside a school, near a park, in a residential area or in a shopping area, you should be cautious and keep your speed down. Many local authorities have taken steps to slow traffic down by creating traffic calming measures such as road humps. They're there for a reason. Slow down. Question 33. Which sign means no stopping? Answer is C. Stopping where this clearway restriction applies is likely to cause congestion. Allow the traffic to flow by obeying the signs. Question 34. What's the meaning of this traffic sign? Answer is D. You have priority over vehicles coming towards you. Don't force your way through. Show courtesy and consideration to other road users. Although you have priority, make sure oncoming traffic is going to give way before you continue. Question 35. Where would you see a contraflow bus lane? Answer is B. On a one-way street. The traffic permitted to use a contraflow lane travels in the opposite direction to traffic in the other lanes on the road. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Roundabout. As you approach a roundabout, look well ahead and check all signs. Decide which exit you wish to take and move into the correct position as you approach the roundabout, signaling as required. Question 37. You're about to overtake. What should you do when you see this sign? Answer is B. Hold back until you can see clearly ahead. You won't be able to see any hazards that might be hidden in the dip. As well as oncoming traffic, the dip may conceal a cyclists, a horse riders, a parked vehicles, a pedestrians in the road. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No through road. You won't be able to find a through route to another road. Use this road only for access. Question 39. Where would you find these road markings? Answer is D. At a mini roundabout. These markings show the direction in which the traffic should go at a mini roundabout. Question 40. Which shape is used for a give way sign? Answer is B. Other warning signs are the same shape and color, but the give way triangle points downwards. When you see this sign, you must give way to traffic on the road that you're about to enter. Question 41. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Mini roundabout. When you see this sign, look out for any direction signs and judge whether you need to signal your intentions. Do this in good time so that other road users approaching the roundabout know what you're planning to do. Question 42. What's a cover note? Answer is D. A document issued before you receive your insurance certificate. Sometimes an insurance company will issue a temporary insurance certificate called a cover note. It gives you the same insurance cover as your certificate but lasts for a limited period, usually 1 month. Question 43. Your insurer will issue you with an insurance certificate. When must you produce this document for inspection? Answer is C. When a police officer asks you for it. You must produce a valid insurance certificate when requested by a police officer. If you can't do this immediately, you may be asked to take it to a police station. Other documents you may be asked to produce are your driving license and the vehicle's MOT certificate. Question 44. What does third-party insurance cover? Answer is C. Damage to other vehicles. Third-party insurance cover is usually cheaper than comprehensive cover. However, it doesn't cover any damage caused to your own vehicle or property. It only covers damage and injury you cause to others. Question 45. After a collision, someone is unconscious in their vehicle. When should you call the emergency services? Answer is D. As soon as possible. It's important to make sure that the emergency services arrive as soon as possible. When a person is unconscious, they could have serious injuries that aren't immediately obvious. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. What would be affected if you carry a very heavy load on your vehicle? Answer is B. The vehicle's handling. Any load will have an effect on the handling of your vehicle, and this becomes worse as you increase the load. You need to be aware of this when carrying passengers or heavy loads, fitting a roof rack or towing a trailer. Question 47. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No stopping. No stopping, not even to pick up or set down passengers. Question 48. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Nature reserve. Symbols are often used to indicate the type of destination. This one is for a nature reserve. Question 49. You are traveling on a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is B. Traffic merges from the left. This warning sign tells you about merging traffic on your left. Question 50. You are traveling along a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is C. Double bend first to the left. This triangular sign warns you about a double bend to your left. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.